Assalamu alaikum. Today I'm going to teach how to enter the chart of account in the Mushroom ERP general ledger system. At first, when you see this menu, you can simply click on general ledger and then click on setup. Now there is something one must be remembering, that you have so many options here. While related to how to create the chart of account, you need to click on setup and then main head of accounts, sublevel 1 and sublevel 2. These are the three modules which will actually build the preliminary for your chart of account, which is going to subsequently come out of here. Let's start the setup and then go into the main head of accounts. One more thing to mention here is that when you click on main head of accounts, you are going to see a screen which says master accounts, and in here you will be able to see that you have assets, liabilities, capital, revenue and expenses as radio buttons. If you notice, when I clicked on liability instead of assets, which was having fixed assets here, there is some change happening here. It means that liabilities related accounts will be created here, capital related accounts will be created here, and vice versa, revenue and expenses. So let's go back to the first one, which is asset. I have created an account. It is labeled as fixed assets, and how did I do? I press the add button, and this English description and Bayan bil Arabi will be open. These are the text boxes. You may choose anything here. So for the sake of an example, we may say we will enter, for example, we will say assets level 2. Why did I choose level 2 here? In Arabic you may put anything, whatever description you may want to. Why did I choose level 2 here? Because first level is already here, which is the account type. If it is assets, this is level 1. Under assets you will create, for example, fixed assets, then under fixed assets you will go and so on. So let's say for assets, liabilities, capital, revenue and expenses are level 1, and if I choose assets and then press add and I enter something, this is considered that it will be level number 2, as if it is appearing here. So level 1 is an account type, and under it on the same screen, which is master accounts, is having the level number 2 as well in the same screen. Now let me just keep this screen at the side so that it will be explaining itself later. Let's go back to the general ledger, press the setup and then sub level 1. Now let's see what happens here. On this screen, if you notice that on sub level 1 there is already a combo, which is a drop down combo, and it is having all what was in the previous screen, which is here, that it has assets, liabilities, capital, revenue and expenses as it had it here. Assets, liability, capital, expenses and revenue. Choose whatever you want on level 1 as if you were choosing it from here. The moment you choose the first level of account, the second level is automatically filled up with what was under it here. If you remember, we had just created assets level 2 on level 2 of master accounts. So does it fill into the second combo, which is assets level 2. Let's say I want to create a sub account under this one, so I have to keep this one and this one in the combo selection. Similarly, like what we did in the previous screen, we will do here the same. Press the add button, and here in these two text boxes we would put another assets level 3, because this is principally a third level of accounts. Now if you notice, asset level 2, asset level 3, or if you may say this is level 1, this is level 2, this is level 3. I hope it is very clear. Now let's go out and do the same thing for the level number 4. It says sub level 2, but please don't get confused with the headings. This has been created for some reasons like that, which I don't want to go in detail as of this moment. Now let's put the fourth level of it. Let's look at this one. First level, assets. Second level, assets level 2. See, automatically it got filled up with what it was in the previous screen. If you may notice it here, you are going to get it like this. So what we had here the first level and then the second level and then the third level. The moment I choose the first level, it filled in whatever were the subsequent levels 2 of this first level. So we chose assets level 2 as title, and then the moment we chose this one, it came out and filled in level 3 automatically as it was created here. I hope it is very clear until now. Now we do the same exercise and we say add, and here in the text box we will say, for example, assets, 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 for example, level 4. And for Arabic we may give something, and we click the save button. So now successfully we have, for example, on level 1 we have assets, and under assets we have on level 2 fixed assets and level 2. Under level 2 assets we have level 3, and here in this big area we have level 4 assets. Now let's have a look at how do we get into the chart of account. These 3 screens actually give you 4 levels of account. One here, the other one here second, then the third one, and then the fourth one. So when you go back to the GL general ledger and click on chart of accounts, now is very interestingly you have it. See, level 1, level 2, level 3 and level 4, and this will be the level 5 when you click the add button. Let's do one exercise, sample count, so that we complete one full cycle of 5 levels of chart of account here. I hope I will be able to give this tutorial so that whoever will be requiring to create a chart of account of level 5s, how to do it in Mushoom ERP system, this will be covering it. So as we have been doing in the past screens, asset on level 1, then on level 2 we choose assets level 2, and notice automatically it filled in what was created previously. See, we did not give any code numbers, no nothing. The system is all integrated internally and it automatically assigns any amount of codes which is required. Now having said that, it means the user wants to create a level 5 account under this level. So let's add, and we will choose, like always, we are going to choose assets level 5, and we give some Arabic description. Now on this screen particularly, if you notice, it is saying opening balance. We may leave it 0 if it is a budgeted account or not a budgeted account. You may choose if you want to assign a budget to it. If you don't want to, just leave it as it is. Assets generally are of debit nature, so you will choose debit. If you are going to create, for example, liability or equity, or you are going to create revenue accounts, definitely this will be turned into credit, but this is up to you. How do you want to do it? For generally accepted accounting principle says all assets must be debited in its nature. So once it is there, apply and then click save, and here we have, voila, we have assets level 2. So if we say this is level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, and here in this blue, level 5. And that's all we have today, folks. Thank you so very much.